The season of training is a very hard season. You see some of my photos of many years. As wonderful as those photos are, you see some of us looking lean. We look better than those days now, but those are the days that made these days. Hallelujah. Emptying yourself in prayer, emptying yourself in fasting, raising the bar of your fire and your passion. Even when you are doing well, you increase the bar of the marking script as if you are not doing anything. Hear me, my dear generation, hear me. Don't settle for less. Don't settle too cheap. There are heights and the journey is far. Remember my teaching last week. I challenged you on this wise, and I'm still repeating it again. When it's time to announce the US conference, I will tell you a very serious miracle that God did. There are things that when God does, it just keeps you in awe. Hallelujah. Let me tell you sincerely, and I'm saying this openly, there is no £1, €1 that has been sent already for this conference. Every money that has been used to do everything so far has been the lavish giving of God's people, with joy in their hearts. In spite of the limitation, we don't have an account provided yet, and people have squeezed in to say, I can't wait. When you stay and it builds you, don't worry about supplies. Don't worry about a name. Don't worry about where you will get the donkey for the triumphant entry. Just make sure that your gift and your talent is developed. In one day, God can open up a door. Someone can come and sing one song and the whole nation to place a demand on you. In one day, God can put you somewhere as a politician and as a businessman. A dear woman, I can't remember her name now. I met her when I went to preach for my dear friend Pastor Kingsley in Lagos. And I meet this woman and she starts to tell me her story, very touching story. It's possible she's even watching or may get to hear this. And what took her to the White House was moi moi. Making moi moi. That's what scaled her till she got to the White House. Until today, she's still doing it. She shared with me her story and I was so touched. I remember discussing with Pastor Kingsley's wife. I said, you will have to do a documentary for this woman. Incredible. Anything can lift you if you refine it. Admiring people and wishing, if I were more beautiful, God knows. If since you are not Esther, be something else. You are not Esther, be Deborah. At least be something. Wishing you were Esther is a waste of time. If you cannot be the queen that King Ahasuerus will marry, then be Deborah the warrior. Then be Naomi. Then be this. If you cannot be Gideon, be Elijah. If you cannot be Elijah, be Samuel. Since you cannot fight, learn how to prophesy. But by all means, make sure you do something. Can I tell you, what God has put in your hand is enough to open the gates of your destiny. Listen to me. Thank God for those who have what you do not have. But stop this season of blind admiration that makes you to demean what you have. Everybody can celebrate what you carry. You just have not recognized it and refined it. Anything in its crude version is not worthy of being rewarded. I know you are a great musician. Thank God for David Dam and Sam and K-Strings and all these my precious people. Thank God for their lives. But do you know that what God has put in you, someday you can stand and share the stage and also celebrate Jesus. But it's good to be challenged by other people's giftings, but please not at the detriment of what God gave you. Thank God